Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Welcome, happy Monday. Today, the 17th of January of 2022, take two. Mercury's in retrograde, and if you've noticed, all your gadgets, your phone, your computer, playing up, this is Mercury, the trickster at his tricks. The magician is trying to pull a rabbit out of its hat, but it's not pulling a rabbit out of its hat. It's like, I don't know what it's pulling out of its hat. It's Monday, so it's the beginning of the week. We are almost at a full moon in Cancer. If you're feeling unloved, then it's that full moon playing with your emotions. It is going to be a very emotional day. Let's see what the energies are and how they're playing out. We've got a couple of 2-3 days ahead of us, which are all, in a few words, a major shift in the energies. It is a very stressful time, very challenging, as we're feeling a sense of urgency. I'm going to use that word again. Sort of last minute, this needs to happen. It's not the way it's going to happen, everyone. We don't push towards things. Urgency is not a good omen to manifesting something. Okay, it looks like we need to sort of let the energies play out. Let it flow, let the energies show you what you need to focus on and where we're heading and where you're heading in your own personal life on a cosmic level as well. So today we'll be doing the Patreon free giveaway. So we'll be choosing 3 people. I think I saw the death card just there. We'll be choosing 3 people who are going to win a free reading. We are a couple of days late as it was the weekend. So do subscribe, do join us on Patreon if you're interested in winning. Okay, dear Spirit, and Mercury retrograde and Venus still retrograde. Let's try and figure things out. Let's see if Spirit wants to give us a few messages in and help in reading the energies, which are quite crazy right now. So let's just give it a shot. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. 17th of January. What are the energies that are playing out? What do we need to know? 5 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 10 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The High Priestess. And the Page of Wands. So we've got the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess is Pisces and Virgo. It's the axis Pisces, Virgo. And we know Pisces is where Jupiter is transiting. And Neptune is at home in Pisces. So this is either a lot of illusion. It could also speak to lots of tears. I mean, the waterworks. Pisces is water. Jupiter expands on the waterworks, on anything to do with water, anything to do with the seas, anything with the water element. Now, we see here that there's been, obviously, someone's left a situation. There's been conflict in the past. There's been no action taken at all. 4 of Swords speaks to that, you know, that soldier, that warrior. They need time. They need time to figure things out. So there is inaction, and we feel as though it's as harsh as, 10 of Swords. She's sort of pointing to herself, saying, you know, was it me? Did I do this? Or is this really the end? 10 of Swords, the darkest before the dawn. And that full moon, obviously, in Cancer, speaks to, and Cancer is nurturing, loving, mothering, anything to do with the past, the family, the mother. It speaks to our subconscious, what we are unconscious of to do with the past, past matters, anything to do with our financial, resourceful, emotional securities. Luckily, we have Jupiter here, the Wheel of Fortune. We've got a couple of tens, and tens do speak to cycles ending. Now, the High Priestess, yes, she's the goddess, the moon goddess. She has got a new moon at her feet, so this is pointing to preferably, more than likely, the next new moon, which is going to be on the 1st of February in Aquarius. So she's very intuitive. She also holds many secrets, and she's got a deep knowledge of things. Now, we could also be taking on the archetype of the High Priestess. The High Priestess many times could also speak to a lot of secrecy or a third person. This could be many times in love relationships. The High Priestess could be someone that is a third person. Okay, because Pisces can speak to love affairs or secrets or karma, a chapter maybe that has needed to end, something that you've sacrificed and you've surrendered to, or you're surrendering to now. There's going to be some changes. Remember, Jupiter brings the truth. It brings adventurous energies, and Mars is still in the sign of Sagittarius. Mars is 2-3 degrees away from the galactic center point, and Mars is very comfortable in a fire sign in Sagittarius. Remember, Sag is all about wisdom and knowledge and truth and adventure and belief and believing. Page of Wands is a minor arcana card, but it also speaks to a messenger coming through. It's all about desire, creativity, risk-taking, taking a journey. And, of course, the Wheel of Fortune being Jupiter and Sagittarius, this could also speak to long distance. It could also speak to what we are leaving behind, something connected to our beliefs, to what we've learned. Remember, Sagittarius is also the teacher. So we have been through a tough lesson, and we're needing to take time out. There's 14, 10 and 4 is 14 swords. So a lot to do with communication, perception. Remember, the 10 of swords turns into an ace, so 5 swords could also speak to self-sabotage or just too much thought process, too much nitty-picky, picking at the little things, which brings a sense of imbalance. Now, of course, fives can be very challenging, and swords are our perception, our thought, maybe even words, harsh words. 10 of swords is usually a door that's closed. It does speak to heaviness and pain, and maybe even feeling as though we've been stabbed in the back, someone that we loved, maybe someone that we desired to conquer, or a situation that we desired to conquer and bring balance into our life. It could relate to work as well. Any matter in your life. We think that the door is closed, but Jupiter is bringing in the positive changes here. The truths is, it's like, cutting through that illusion, having that deep knowing, following our knowing. And the High Priestess, remember, she's a major arcana, she's a number 2, which does speak to balance. And Page of Wands is holding that 6th wand. We've got 5 and 1 is 6, which does promise the ability to succeed, to find our harmony and our balance. 6 of Wands can also speak to ego. So some of you may be also dealing with people that are coming through as very, I've got this. I'm fine, I can do this on my own. I feel that that's a bit of a problem. I do feel that we all need that helping hand, that compassion, that understanding at this point. Let's not try and do things all on our own. It's all about team spirit. That's where Mercury is retrograding in Aquarius, which is groups. It's groups of people, it's friendships. Let your friends be there for you. There's fated changes going on. And remember, the Wheel of Fate, again, that speaks to timing as well. So I don't know if this is saying that in a couple of weeks, so on the 1st of Aquarius, coming up to that, maybe even around the 1st of February, that we could have news that's coming through. The Page of Wands and Pages are messengers. They're childlike energies. It's, again, risk-taking. I'm ready to take that journey. I'm ready to go and learn, right? We've got the teacher. Hello, Agape. We've got the teacher and the student here. So we've got that wise energy of the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Page of Wands, which is more juvenile, and, children or youthful energies are all about risk-taking because they don't know. They're wanting to discover, right? They're wanting to discover, and that's why they don't take things so seriously. I feel that we need to take on that energy. Agape, did you say hello to our friends? What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Seven of Swords. So there has been some sort of secrecy. Obviously, Seven of Swords can speak to lies, deception, and someone trying to get away with something. Agape mo. Hello, everyone. This is Agape. This is beautiful Agape, who never gets enough love. Let's see what the Lenormand has for us. Yes, I love you too. I love you too. I don't know if she's got strong Scorpio in her chart. She seems quite jealous when I'm dealing with you guys. She always is asking for love, and so she's revealing the card that is underneath, which is the Three of Cups. Agape, can mummy work? Thank you very much. So she just revealed the card beneath the Seven of Swords, which is the Three of Cups. What I'm getting here is, because the Three of Cups can speak to three people in a situation, and someone's hidden that there is a third person in the picture. We don't know who that third person is, but in actual fact, in the Connolly Tarot, which I'm using, it shows two people, and the third deity energy is an angel. So even though maybe there's been secrecy, deception, or maybe even miscommunication, we could be thinking that we figured things out. There's been heartbreak, and we could see the dark clouds here with that Two of Swords. So something to do with a dilemma or a decision or choosing between two people. We see this Three of Cups as the Two of Cups because it shows a couple. So there's possibly an agreement here, but there's been misconception, misunderstanding of where someone's heart lies. Now, this could also be someone returning from the past for a reconciliation, rekindling. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Ring, so maybe someone was married. Or this could be just a cycle that you've been through before, and there's a return to re-look at it with the retrogrades. Yes, it is in connection to love. It's also in connection to partnership, if this is work. And in this card, we see the woman playing the harp, and the man is playing, I don't know, he's playing the windpipes, right? So they're making music, and that's what I see here, because we've got the Five of Swords that are separate from the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords are up in those dark clouds, which does speak to confusion, illusion. I'm sorry, Agape, I scared you. Yeah, so those Five of Swords are, it's pointing me to those Five of Swords, which does speak to conflict. misunderstandings. Let's see what else we've got here. And we've got the birds. So it can speak to stress, anxiety, gossip, news coming through. It is a 12, which 12 also speaks to Pisces, the hanging man. So there's messages coming through. Pay attention. There could be gossip. There could also be, you know, lots going on social media. Okay, with the birds. The birds can also speak to possibly transitioning, having information coming through after confusion. This is temporary anxiety. It can also speak to excitement. Okay, so let's see what's this anxiety or excitement about. Agape. And it's about something hidden, something forbidden. It is Scorpio energies. The snake does speak to poisons. It speaks to a sexual connection. It speaks to something that needs to change. Agape, you're being naughty. No. Come on, love. Come on, love. And we've got the bouquet here. And the bouquet is Jupiter in Sagittarius. So it does speak to a sense of spring is in the air, possibly. There could be an offer on the table as well. Now, Agape was on the table and she means love, but is there enough trust here? Because obviously the snake can speak to jealousy, deception, the forbidden, the secretive, forbidden knowledge, toxicity. Let's take three Sibilas. And we've got a window of opportunity, the clover, opening up, you know, and 25, 24, 12, 7, and 9. So I don't know if these are dates in January. Oops. Okay, we've got our cards. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. We've got a 7 and 6 is 13, right? And 3 is 16 and 7 is 23. 23, 32 with a 9. 32 equals a 5. That is the Hierophant. That is Taurus. That is marriage. That's belief. So we've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So this could also be a spiritual connection where someone could be in a marriage, but there's a third person. There's something forbidden. There's also going to be wisdom that's coming through, but this also speaks to a sense of even turning a corner. We've got a couple of 7s, difficult corners, into a new chapter. The Hierophant is Taurus. That's where the nodes are shifting to Taurus, Scorpio in a day or so. I mean, this is crazy. Right now, today, tomorrow, the day after are going to be amazingly challenging, but also very shifting energies. So just let it go. Let it go. Go with the flow. Let's see. We have Sospiri and she's tormented. This is, you know, she's sighing, she's crying, she's waiting on that ship, she's waiting on news, she's waiting on an arrival. This could also speak to a physical arrival because it's the 6 of Swords. Now, as I said, a lot of waterworks. She's looking, you know, out into the seas, into the distance. We've got the 6 of Wands, which does speak to the potential success, balance, harmony. So we're transitioning. This is my Uranus card, which brings sudden revelations. Now here it shows him, he's won lots of money out of the blue successfully. Just, you know, he did not expect this win. So it's coming left wing. It's something unexpected. It's like a tower. And Uranus is transiting through Taurus. So we've got the snake here as well. We've got the snake, the Ilnamik or the enemy is moving away. And he's taking his snake with him. So I don't know what this means for you, but it's a negative connotation, which also speaks to an ending of negative energy, or maybe even the ending of a transformative situation where someone's been going through a lot of changes, metamorphosis, marriage, love, commitment. There's been too many people in the picture. There's been too much maybe compassion from the one side, deception from the other side, or we've been dealing with karma. We've needed to wait to end a major cycle, and maybe the energies that are playing out right now have been sort of the blockages to our own personal stories. But that's coming to an end as the energies are shifting. We've got news coming through. This can speak to contracts, decisions. Okay, news. We've got the Superbia, so someone who has got a bit of vanity and ego. There is communication, but there's something good coming in. We've got a couple of twos, which also speak to balance. Two of Wands is someone's making a decision. The world is your oyster. Someone is ready to receive something that's very affluent, very much about abundance. Remember, the peacock's feathers speak to abundance. And we've got the merchant. And the merchant is a business owner. It's someone who maybe deals with import-export. He's thinking very much about contracts, communication, relationships. You could see he's here. I'm happy. You could sit on my lap. So it's a number 13, which does speak to that Scorpio-Plutonian energy. And I just wanted to mention also, dear friends, that Mercury is and has been connecting with Pluto. No, she's looking for something to play with right now. And what can I give you, Agape? Here, Agape. Here, Agape. There you go. Yeah. Go and play with that. That was the other part of the earring that she's been playing with all week. What was I saying? Yeah, number 13, Scorpio, and I said that Mercury has been connecting with Pluto. So Mercury is already connected with Pluto end of December. Those of you that are Mercury ruled, so Gemini and Virgo most importantly, this will be more important for you, as well as Scorpio, because Pluto is Scorpio's sign. Scorpio, maybe even Taurus, since Taurus is opposite Scorpio, but they'll be connecting. Mercury will be a retrograde on Pluto at the end of this month, January. So third chance will be the beginning of February, when Mercury will turn direct, to have those deep conversations, Pluto, to unearth and reveal what's been going on, to have those revelations. Okay, because there's a lot of things that are unknown. There's a lot of miscommunication going on. And it's not about moving forward, because even Venus is still retrograde till end of the month. Okay, so I just wanted to mention to you, do not stress out. Let things play out as they should. I mean, the 10 of Swords here is very much that Plutonian energy, right? 12 and 11 is 23, and 4 is 27, and 4 is 31, which equals a 4. So this is Emperor qualities. This is someone who is either a father, a business owner. The Emperor can be very limiting as well, because he's all about control. If he were to be in the reverse, let's say the Emperor does not give you a sense of security, and we're all not feeling the security, we're not feeling safe and protected right now. Things are all up in the air. Things have got to turn around. They need some time. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. And I'm going to take a message from the gods today. I feel called to. What's the Karma Dharma? We have Temperance, which is saying, Archangel Michael is saying, temper yourself, be patient, don't stop believing in that dream. Your dream, something that you have dreamt of, you want to make it physical, real. Temperance is also Jupiter. Jupiter does promise magic moving through Pisces. Temperance speaks to healing, speaks to physical distance, speaks to spirituality, healing, and trusting. Let's see what the gods have today on the 17th of January. And this full moon, which is happening in a few hours, should reveal a lot. So it's a full moon reading, actually. Let's see what the gods have for us. What are we about to see? What are we about to find out? What is ending? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love that. That's Helios, which means sun. And it speaks of illumination. It's a number 8. Number 8. 8 is the strength card, so it speaks to Leo. Leo in its shadow side is a bit of ego, so you may be dealing with someone that is a Leo, has strong Leo. So the sun, yes, which brings the light to Selene, the moon, Helios, which is transiting through Capricorn. I want to wish you a happy birthday, dear Capricorn. Will bring us the illumination. It's an 8, which is the infinity symbol. We've been over things again and again. What the hell's going on? Let's read Helios. Helios, or Helios, in Greek it's Ilios, is the son of Hyperion and Thea. He is a Titan and the brother of Selene, which is the moon, and Eos, dawn. The personification of the sun. He is often depicted as a beautiful crowned god who rode a chariot across the sky through the day, illuminating the world with his light. And that does very much remind me of the chariot, which is Cancer. Now, the message says, if Helios has shown up in your cards today, the sun is shining on you now. This is a time of illumination. Clarity and joy are coming to you now as your life becomes illuminated. When our vision is clear, we have the joy and the comfort of perspective. We're able to make sense of past, present, and future, thereby allowing ourselves, allowing ourselves to make clear decisions about our lives. Now is a very good time to write and reflect upon where you are as things are becoming clear for you. You may feel yourself filled with inspiration and positivity, as this is an empowering period. And speaking of empowerment, Pluto is on the sun. And you know, the sun brings the light to the darkness of Pluto. So this is very powerful. So this is a very, as this is an empowering period filled with vast possibility and much joy. Use this new burst of energy to propel you forward to where you want to be in your life. But most importantly, do not forget to celebrate life, to play and have fun, for life is nothing without joy. Now is the time for renewed energy, clarity and perspective. Have fun. The sun is shining on your life right now, so enjoy this highly abundant and fruitful period. Okay, even though, this is a really inspiring message, which does speak to different energies that are actually playing out right now. And I feel this is more about, as the shift happens, this major shift which is going on now in the next couple of days, I do feel that this is something that we can look forward to. And as I say many times, Helios, this image of Helios is very much like Archangel Lophiel. That is one of my spirit guides that I dreamt of, who was exactly like Helios, but he had much shorter hair, very blonde, very curly. Archangel Lophiel, Jophiel, however you want to call him or her, it's usually a woman, it's usually a feminine angel. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of illumination, and this will bring us a sense of clarity and joy and happiness. I do apologize about that. I didn't have time to to send you my blessings. So, as I said, there will be a lot of illumination. I'm really happy to give you that message. And with that, I want to end the video. I'd like to also mention to those of you that are on Patreon that will be looking into Mercury retrograde today. I am doing that video. And as I said, do look out for the draw for Patreon, where we'll be choosing 3 winners. Stay with me, everyone. I always like to believe in the light, believe in the positive. I know things are really looking grim, and there's, why there's so much inflation, so many difficulties in life. People don't have work. They're having trouble putting food on the table. But we have to believe that things will fix up. The energy is shifting now into different axes. The nodes, Taurus and Scorpio, will also be concerning our financial and emotional securities. So the focus will be changing from the pandemic, health, our beliefs, and I've said this many times, as the axis Gemini Sagittarius is not an easy axis where the nodes have been transiting the past 18 months. And of course, with the nodes shifting now in Taurus Scorpio, it's more about our securities, and it's more fixed. So the eclipses will be happening on those, on that axis Taurus Scorpio. So it will be affecting the fixed signs. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. But we're all in this together. Okay, so the energies are shifting, things will be changing. Let's just be able to mutate and go with the flow. All right. And with that, I will leave you. Let's see what is illuminated. I'd love to hear your comments. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Love to you all of you. And thank you for your support. Ta-da.